is in at the point guard. Shot by Crowder, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thomas. To the wing on the left. Ezeli kicks to Freak. Second shot opportunity.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Warriors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And both free throws good for Spates.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Now here's Smart. He has 5. And it's Freak with the rebound.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
They set the pick. Thomas goes in. Shot off the screen. Olynyk can't hit.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Spates sets a screen. And that one's good. Freak.
Keep it up.
Freak's got 5.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Thomas, here we go. Olynyk. Boston again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Hernandez. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. Move the ball. Stick it too much.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line. Well, they certainly did.
Boston also with the sub. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And Freak subbed in for Steph Curry. Tyler Zeller out there with David Lee. Then there's Smart. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Thomas in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Freak with it. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Jared Sullinger. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Hornets in Charlotte. And for Charlotte, it's been exactly the kind of start to the season that they were shooting for. They've lost only once in their first 7 games. Can't ask for much more than that. And Kenny, tonight we have 2 of the more veteran rosters in the league competing. Obviously, a lot of experience out there on the floor. What kind of game do you think we'll see with all these vets?
Well, with vets, you're going to see good floor spacing, guys who take care of the basketball, and they're going to get back on the defense.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's been home cooking for the Hornets in the midst of a homestand here in Charlotte. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans.
Charlotte. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Green. Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Freak subbed in for Curry. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Ezeli is out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Hernandez in at the points. The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%. Right around the middle of the road.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And that misses. That would have put them up. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to Boston.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
And it comes off the front of the rim. Charlotte is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Out to the wing. Here's Strong. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
From deep. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
To the wing right side. Here's Strong. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The offensive rebound. Thompson outside. Here's Freak. Tries yet again. No luck. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going in. Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, both teams will make substitutions. Now here's Lin. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Maurice Spates out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Hernandez in at the point. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. A fast break now for Charlotte. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Strong.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now here's Freak, defended by Lin. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Some solid defense there from Lin. Inside. Here's Strong. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Azili kicks to Freak. Gets to the rim for two. With the D all over him. And now a 5-point Warrior lead. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Lin kicks to Williams. Now the dish to Hairston. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Lin. Kaminsky the pass to Hairston. That's short off the rim. Warriors leading by 5. And here's Freak. Lets it go with a 3. And no good trying to get that one. And we're through the first half of basketball.